In my previous video, we have learned about 10 past year questions on money. Have you watched it yet? If not, I suggest that you watch that video first and then you come back to this video. In this video, I will teach you 8 more past year questions on money and we'll start right now. Hello everyone, my name is Shirley and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here and you'd like to improve in your math skills, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so that you don't miss anything. Let's take a look at the first past year question. Let's look at question number 1. Okay, this is UPSR 2016 question number 37. So the table below shows Nadia's fixed deposit for a year in a bank in December 2015. So fixed deposit is 2,000 ringgit and interest rate per year is 6%. Okay, so calculate the total amount of money on 1st of January 2016. Okay, means after a year. So first of all, we have to calculate how much interest that she earned, okay, from her fixed deposit. So the first step is 6% times with the amount of money that she has in the fixed deposit, which is 2,000. Okay, so I'm going to cancel 2 zeros on top and 2 zeros at the bottom. Okay, so she earns 120 ringgit. Okay, so second step is, so they ask to find total amount of money. So this is the keyword. Okay, so total amount means I'm going to add the interest to the amount in the fixed deposit, okay, which is called the principal. So the principal is 2,000 ringgit plus with the interest, which is 120. Okay, so therefore, her total amount of money is 2,120. And this is the answer. The answer is D. Okay? Let's move on to question number 2. UPSR 2017, question 31. The table below shows Ayu's savings account bank statement. Okay, so the bank gives an interest to Ayu for her savings at the rate of 5% per year. Calculate Ayu's total savings after receiving an interest on 1st of January 2017. Okay, so the keyword here is 5% per year. Okay, so there will be 2 steps here. So the first step is to find the interest. Okay, so it's 5%, okay, of, this is the balance in her account. So times with 5250. Okay, so it's 2,622 and 50. So this is the amount of interest that she earned. Okay, then the next step, total savings after receiving interest. It means that this is her balance of money, we plus with the interest, so that would be the answer. Okay, so step 2 will be 5,250. Okay, then I plus with the interest, so it's 262.50. So add 0.00 here. So the answer is 5,512 ringgit and 50 cents. And the answer is D. Let's look at question number 3. This is UPSR 2018, question 27. So the diagram below shows a check which belongs to Mary. Mary deposits the check in Bank Jaya's account and receives an interest at the rate of 3% per year. Calculate the total amount of money in Mary's savings account for these savings after 1 whole year. So the amount on the check is 4,500 ringgit. Okay, so first I'm going to find the interest that she earned. Okay, so that's going to be the first step. So the interest rate is 3% per year. So it's 3%, okay, times with the amount of money on her check, which is 4,500 ringgit. Okay, so we cancel 2 zeros on top, 2 zeros at the bottom. So 45 times 3 is 135. So this is the amount of interest that she earned. Okay, and then because they asked for amount of money, it means we have to add back to the principal, which is 4,500. So the second step is I'm going to add together, okay, 4,500 plus with 135. Okay, So it's 4,635. So that's the answer, and the answer is C. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. So this is UPSR 2018, question 27. So the diagram below shows the information of two items. So for the shirt, the cost price is 80 ringgit per unit, and the profit is 15%. Then camera is cost price is 875 ringgit per unit, and the loss is 10%. So based on the diagram above, which of the following shows the selling price of a shirt and a camera? Okay, so the seller wants to earn profit 15%. So to find the final price, okay, I'm going to teach you a pro way. Okay, I'm going to use 100 plus with 15% because it's profit. Okay, so total here is 115%. For the camera, it's a loss. So I'm going to use 100 minus 10%. So 100% minus 10%, okay, is 90%. Okay, so these information are very useful. So to find the selling price of the shirt, I'm going to use 115 over 100, okay, times with 80 ringgit. Okay, so I'll get 92 ringgit. Okay, and then for camera, I'm going to use 90% times with the cost price of the camera, which is 875. Okay, so equals to 787.50. Okay, maybe the camera is outdated, that's why they have to clear the old stocks, and then they will offer discount. Okay, and then they will bear the loss lah. Okay, so based on the diagram, so which the following is selling price? Let's see whether it's there 92 and 787.50. Okay, so the answer is B. So that's the answer. Let's look at question number 5. After a discount of 30%, the total cost of 3 shirts of the same price is 126 ringgit. What is the price of a shirt before discount? Okay, so for this, I'm going to use this 30%. Okay, from here, I'm going to use 100 minus 30, which is 70%. Okay, because they want you to find the price before discount. Okay, and the total price for 3 shirts is 126 ringgit. So there are 2 steps here. So the first step is I'm going to find what is the price for 1 shirt. Okay, so the price of 1 shirt will be 126 divided by 3. So we get 42 ringgit for 1 shirt. Okay, and next, step 2 will be I'm going to use 70%. Okay, this is 7 times with the original price. Okay, and it's equals to 42 ringgit. Okay, so to find the original price, I'm going to shift this fraction over to the right hand side, and then I'm going to flip it upside down. Okay, so to find the original price, I'm going to use 42 times with 100 over 70. Okay, and then I'm going to simplify this. 1 0 on top, 1 0 at the bottom. I'm going to cancel, and then 42 divided by 7 is 6. Okay, so therefore the original price for 1 shirt is 60 ringgit, and the answer is B. Okay, let's move on to question number 6. The table below shows the cost price and the percentage of profit for 2 items sold by Mr. Leong. So the cost price for 1 camera is 480 ringgit, and the profit per unit is 10%. And for calculator, the cost price is 60 ringgit and profit is 20%. So Mr. Leong sold 2 cameras and 3 calculators. So I'm going to times 2 and times 3 here. So calculate total profit. So the keyword is total profit. Later I'm going to add up the profit together. Okay? So I'm going to find how much is the profit for 2 cameras. Okay? So I'm going to use the percentage, 10%, times with the cost price, which is 480, times with 2. Okay, so I will get 96 ringgit. Okay, next will be for calculator. Okay, so the profit per unit is 20%. Okay, and then I times with the cost price, which is 60 ringgit, and times 3 units. So this is 36 ringgit. Okay, so now we're going to find the total profit. So we plus them together. So 96 plus 36 is 132. So that's the total profit. Okay, and the answer is D. Let's look at question number 7. The diagram below shows the price of a television and an oven before discount. So for the television, the price is 1,500 ringgit and discount offered is 20%. As for the oven, okay, the price tag is 600 ringgit and the discount is unknown. So Encik Hamiza paid a total amount of 1,650 ringgit to buy the two items after discount. What is the percentage of discount on the price of the oven? Okay, so firstly, I'm going to find how much is the price for the television after discount. Okay, so I'm going to use the pro way, this step 1. So if 80% discount, therefore I'm going to use 100 minus 20%, which is 80%, okay, to find the final price after discount. So it's 80%, okay, this is the pro way, times with 1,500, okay, and the price after discount is 1,200. Okay, means the discount is actually 300 ringgit. Okay, and that's a lot of money. Okay, step 2. Because step 2 is I'm going to find how much balance that he need to pay for the oven. Okay, so here he paid a total amount of 1,650 and the television is 1,200. Okay, so step 2 will be I'm going to use RM1620 minus off the television, okay, which is 1,200, and the balance is for the oven, which is 450, okay. And then you see here, the original price of the oven is 600 ringgit, and then this is the price after discount for the oven. So how much is the discount that he get? Okay, so I'm going to use, okay, the third step is I'm going to find the difference, okay. So 600 ringgit, okay, minus off 450 ringgit. So the discount that he get is 150 ringgit. Okay, but they want you to find the percentage of discount. See the word percentage here. Okay, so that's one more step. Okay, which is the final step. I'm going to write here step 4. So 150, which is the discount over the original price, which is 600. Okay, then times with 100% because they want your answer to be in percentage. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, cancel 2 zeros on top, cancel 2 zeros at the bottom. Okay, and then after that, we simplify this. Okay, so 150 divided by 6 is equals to 25%. Okay, and the answer is C. Now let's look at question number 8. The diagram below shows a brochure distributed to Puan Linda's house. Okay, let's read this brochure. Okay, starting from here. 50 ringgit rebate for every total purchase of 1,000 ringgit. Okay, so rebate is like a discount voucher. So for every 1,000 ringgit that you spend, you get a 50 ringgit discount voucher. Okay, we call it rebate. So if you buy 2,000 ringgit and above, you get two times rebate, which is 50 times 200 ringgit. If you buy above 3,000, okay, 3,000, you get 3 times. So it'll be 3 times 50 ringgit. Okay, so let's look at the price of the items. So we have a computer here, we have a mobile phone, and we have a TV, we have a blender, okay, we have an iron, and we have a lamp. Okay, so let's read A. Puan Linda had 5,000 ringgit. Okay, this is the amount of money that she has. She bought a computer and a handphone. So how much is a computer? So it's 2,400. Okay, and then the handphone is 1,300. Okay, so calculate Puan Linda's remaining money. So the keyword is remaining. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to calculate how much is the total price for the computer and the handphone. That would be first step. Okay, so it's 2,400 plus with 1,300. So this is 3,700 ringgit. Okay, so she bought more than 3,000, which means that she gets 3 times rebate. Okay, So step 2 is the rebate received. Okay, is 3 times of 50 ringgit, which is 150 ringgit. Okay, and the third step is I'm going to find how much money, okay, that she had after minusing the 3,700. Okay, so I'm going to use the money that she had, which is 5,000 ringgit, minus of 3,700 ringgit. Okay, so I'll get 1,300. Okay, and then remember, the final step is to add with the rebate, plus the rebate. Okay, so 1,300 plus with the rebate, which is 150. So the answer is 1,450. Okay, so therefore, Puan Linda's remaining money is 1,450. Okay, let's move on to B1. Puan Linda's husband had 1,500 ringgit. He bought a television set, okay, which is here. He used the remaining money to buy another item and received the least balance of money. So prove it. Okay, so the first step is I'm going to use 1,500 minus the price of the TV, which is 1,420. Okay, so it's 80 ringgit. Okay, but because he bought more than 1,000 ringgit, so he will get a 50 ringgit rebate. Okay, so the second one is the rebate received. Okay, so the rebate that he received is 50 ringgit. Okay, and then the third step is I'm going to use 80 plus 50, add them up together. So plus together, okay, so you get 130. Okay, so this is the balance of money, okay, and let's look at the brochure again. Which item, okay, that he can buy with 130, it means that the price of the item must be less than 130, okay, not more than that, and must be the closest to 130 to get the least balance of money. Okay, so I'm going to choose blender, okay, because if I choose the lamp, it's 69 ringgit only, I won't get the least balance of money. So, okay, to find the final answer, okay, that will be step 4. I'm going to use 130 ringgit, okay, minus the price of the blender, which is 80. Okay, and the answer is 50. That will be the least balance of money. Okay, and it's proven. Okay, so number 2, circle the item that was bought by Puan Linda's husband. So it's the blender. So I'm going to circle this, and that's the answer. Well, that's all for now. Do you understand the passive questions that we did today? Let me know in the comments below. If you find this video useful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my new videos every single week. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you keep on learning, keep on practicing, and keep on watching my videos, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!